Hello everyone. Am I audible? Hello. Okay, great.
Audible.
Okay, so I think Hardik sir has already told a lot about Hacktoberfest. Yeah, but I would like to add on a little bit about open source. Like maybe you all have heard about Arogya Setu app, whose code was actually kept open on GitHub so that people could contribute to that app and can enhance its working. So I think it is a good example to know how open source works and what exactly it is. Okay, so before starting the workshop, let me introduce a bit about myself. So my name is Simran Bhardwaj, and currently I'm a BTech in Computer Science student at JP Institute of Information Technology, Noida, and I am a web developer coordinator at DSC. Okay, so I think we should start the workshop now. Okay, so let's get started. I hope, okay, can you all tell me that are you all done installing Git Bash in your systems and have created a GitHub account? Okay, Sarthak has done both the things, I guess. Uh, okay, Utsav, I guess it was supposed to be a hands-on session, so it would have been great if you would have done that. But it's all right. Okay, and are you having any text editor? Like it would be great if you would be having any text editor, like either it is Notepad or Sublime Text, maybe Atom or VS Code. Okay, so let's get started with the commands now. Okay guys, so I am presenting my screen. Let me know if you are able to see my screen. Okay, great. Okay, so let's get started. So you just open your Git Bash. Okay, I am again telling you it is supposed to be a hands-on session. So if you are on your systems right now, it would be great. Okay, so let's start with the first command. The first command is pwd, and this command means print working directory. So it is going to tell you which directory right now you are in. So right now I am in my working directory. Now there is another command ls, which means list. So it is going to list all the directory or files which are present in my root directory. So as you can see, there is documents directory and desktop directory. Okay, now we wanna change our directory, obviously, because while working we need to change from one directory to another directory. For that we have a command cd, which means change directory, and we are going to type the name of the directory that you want to move to. Now you can confirm that whether you have reached the desktop directory or not by typing pwd command. So yes, as you can see, now we are in our desktop directory. Okay, are you guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's move ahead. I hope that pwd, ls and cd commands are clear. Now let me tell you the another command, that is cd, and then give a space, then dot dot. So this is going to take you back to the directory, like your previous directory. As you can see, now I have reached my root directory. Okay, so let's go back to our desktop directory. So you can just confirm by typing pwd whether you have reached it or not. Okay, now let's see how you can create a folder. So right now I am on my desk. Oh god. Hey guys, is it working? Like, I think I lost my internet connection.
Now you're audible, Simran.
Okay, I'm extremely sorry for the internet issues.
All right, all right.
Okay, so I hope that ls, pwd and cd commands are clear. Now let's see how you can create a folder. I think that you must be wondering, like, we can create a folder by right clicking. Okay, it is cool, but today we are going to learn how we can create a folder or a directory. Hey guys, I'm extremely sorry. I hope it's all working fine now. Okay, okay. So let's see how we can create a folder. A folder is actually also called directory. So we use the command mkdir to create the directory. Okay, so type mkdir, then space, and then type the name of the directory that you want to create. For example, in my case, I'm creating a directory my work. So as you can see on my desktop, oh my goodness. Okay, so as you can see on my desktop that a directory with the name my work has been created. So now let's change our directory to my work. Now you can use the command pwd to check whether you have reached the my work directory. So as you can see over here that now right now we are in our my work directory. Now if you want to create some files, so you can use the command touch and then type the name of the file. For example, I want to create a file index.html. So you can see that inside my folder named my work, a file index.html has been created. Now if you want to okay, if you want to remove this file, we can use the command rm, then type the name of the file that you want to remove or like delete. Okay, so as you can see the file has been deleted. Now let's see how you can delete the folder. So let's go back. Now you can see that now we have reached in our desktop directory. Now if you want to delete your my work directory, so you can use the command rm -r, Okay, and do remember it is all case sensitive, so do remember that you take care of the small letters and capital letters and also the space. So to delete the my work directory, type the command rm space minus r, then type the name of the directory that you want to delete. So as you can see that we have learned how you can change the directory and how you can see in which directory you are right now, and also how to list all the directory and files in a folder. Okay, now there is another command called clear. So clear is going to clear the space for you. As you can see, the data isn't deleted, just just the workspace is cleared for you. And now the another command is history. So history is going to show you all the commands that you have used previously. Okay, as you can see, like there are like 518 commands. Okay, so you can see your history, and clear command, which is actually very useful because when a lot of mess created in your terminal, so you can use this clear command. Okay, so now let's get started how you can push your code in your repository. Okay, okay can you tell me in the chat box, like, are you all having your GitHub account, or are you all even sitting with your laptops on? Like, is it possible if you can let me know? Okay, are you guys able to hear me? Please let me know if you are on your systems or you have created your GitHub account. So if you have created, just go in your browser and just open your GitHub account right now. Okay, great, Aviral, Sarthak, Aviral. Okay, so great, guys. So you just open GitHub account in your web browser. Okay, and okay, have you guys opened your account? Do let me know, please, so that I can move further. Okay, great, Sarthak. Okay, so you can see a button over here with a green background, new button. So you just create on this button. Now it to create your repository, you just over here type the name of the repository. For example, in my case, I'm going to type the name of my repository as my first repo. Okay, you can keep it any. Now there are two options, public and private. So do remember that if only you want to see that repository, do keep it private. And if you want that others should be able to see your repository, keep it public, okay? And you can keep the description as optional. Now let's just create directory. Are you all done till here, or is anyone who's facing any kind of problem? Okay, great. Okay, I hope that you are done creating your first repo. Now let's move back to our terminal. Are you guys done? Okay, let's move ahead. So you can just go back to your, okay, great, Sarthak. Okay, so move back to your terminal. Now there is something that you need, like which code you want to push in your repository. So let's create a folder using command mkdir, and let's give it a name, my first repo. Okay, now let's change our directory to my first repo. You can see that yes, we are inside of my first repo. Now let's create a txt file over here. And to create the file, I told you earlier, we use the command touch. So let's give it a name like first.txt. So as you can see that the file has been created. Now you just open it in any of the text editor that you have. like either Sublime Text, Atom, Visual Code, or any other text editor, whatever you have. You just open it in that and just type something, okay? Because we want that there should be something visible in our repository. And right now I'm going to type like, you guys are really awesome, nice to meet you all. Okay, so this is just some random text that I have typed. You just save it. Okay, I have saved it. As you can see, the text has been saved in my first.txt file. Okay, are you guys done till here? Like you can create anything, like you just create anything, whatever you want or you want to push in your repository. Can you please let me know in the chat box? Are you done creating any of your work? Okay, great, Ayush. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now as you can see that right now we are inside our directory my first repo. Okay, so what we want is, now let's start the git so that git can start keeping track of your files or of your work that you will be doing inside it. Okay, so as you can see, after typing the command git space init, do remember all the things are case sensitive. So it has initialized empty git repository. So I hope that you all are getting this initialized empty git repository, because this means that the git has started working. I'm assuming that you all are done till here. Okay, let's move ahead. So now there is a command called git status, and do remember we are going to use git status like a lot more times, like so many times, because it will keep on telling us the status of our work. Okay, because as you can see, as I typed git status right now, it is telling us that first.txt file is untracked. Now we want that git should be tracking our file. For that there is a command called git add, and just type the name of the file that you want that git should be tracking all the changes of it. So now you just type git status. Now you can see that the first.txt file has been added, and now git is tracking this file. Okay, now what we need is, now git has started tracking our file. Now we want to commit these changes, like we want to tell git, that what changes we have made in this file. So for that we need to commit our changes. For that we are going to use the command git commit space -m. Do remember all the things are super case sensitive, so keep this in your mind. Okay, so type the command git commit space -m space, and now type over here what you have changed. For example, I am going to type that I have appreciated. Okay, it is just something what I have changed, or okay, I hope you are getting it. So this is going to commit our changes. I will even show you where I have appreciated, like your commit will be shown. Okay, so now you can check by typing the command git status, like everything is done now. Now what we want is, we want to push this code in our repo that we created, my first repo, in our GitHub account. For that, okay, can you guys tell me in the chat box, are you done till here? Otherwise I would have to assume that you all are done.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you tell what you did in the last, ma'am? Like you have written, I have appreciated. Ma'am, what did it have done in the file?
It hasn't done anything. Okay, I will be showing you. You just type this command. I will be showing you where it will be displayed in your repository. Okay. Okay. Just let me know. Are you done till committing your changes? Okay, let's move ahead. I'm assuming that you all are done. Okay, so you just go to your repository that you just created. Now over here you can see the address. Okay, so you just copy this address and over here type the command get remote. Now let me tell you what remote is. So remote is the location, because the place where we are going to push our code, we need to tell that which location we want our code to be pushed in. So for that, remote, I hope you know remote is like it means location. So we are going to add a remote. So get remote add is the command, and we are going to give this a name origin. Like you can give it any name. So origin is the name of the command, and then just paste the address over here that we just copied. So look, what it is doing is get remote add is the command which is used to add a remote, means it is used to add a location, and we are adding the location of a repository where we want to push our code into. And then we have given a name. You can give it any name. We have given the name of that address as origin, and then we have pasted our address over here. Now you just press enter, and when you will be typing get remote, you can see it is telling us that there is a remote that has been created named origin, which just simply means that as you can see that this URL is pretty big, right? So we cannot type this URL again and again in the terminal to tell that we want to push our code at this location. So we have just given it a name origin. Okay, now as you can see that each and using your get command, get status command, everything is working absolutely fine. We have even created our remote also, means we have added a location where we want to push our code into. Now we just have to push our code. For that you have to use the command get push. Okay, get push is the command. Now you have to type the name of the location, and we have given a name origin to that location where we want to push our code. So get push origin, and then over here type the name of the branch. Okay, before doing that, let me tell you what branch is. You just type the command get branch. It is going to show you the branch you are working in right now. And okay, if you haven't attended yesterday's workshop, in that Shriyanshi ma'am also told that the default branch is master in Git, and by typing the command get branch, you all can see that it is showing master, and we also told you yesterday that master is our default branch. So right now we are in our branch, and yes, and tomorrow we will be learning a lot more things about branches, so stay tuned tomorrow also. But for now you just remember that master is the default branch that we are working on. Okay, so to push our code, you just type the command get push origin. Origin is the name that we have given to the location of the repository, and then type the name of the branch that you want to push, and then just hit enter. You will see it will take a little time and our code has been pushed. So now you can just go in your repository, you can just refresh it, and now over here you can see, I hope everyone is able to see that in my first repo directory, you can see inside the code section first.txt, the file that I created, and look, the changes that we committed, I have appreciated, is being displayed over here. So whenever someone will be coming at your repository to see your code, it will be able to see what exactly is there inside this file. I hope that your doubt is clear that why we committed the changes. It actually tells the person that what work you have done or what changes you have done inside your file. Like as you can see, the text that I just wrote, Okay, and over here, just right here, I have appreciated is the changes that I committed. Okay, guys, can you just let me know? Okay, guys, it would be great if you would be a little more responsive. Like, it would be great.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma'am, ma'am, I didn't understand the fact why had we written I have appreciated. Ma'am, like what it had done.
Okay, okay. I have appreciated it. It's just not that you can write I have appreciated only. If you would have created an HTML file, and for example, in that HTML file, you have suppose put a heading at the center, so you would be writing git commit minus m and like put the heading in center. So this would maybe have been your commit. So commit basically tells the viewers that what changes you have made in the file. For example, okay, who just asked this? Like, can you let me know if you are understanding?
Sir.
What?
Ma'am, like, ma'am, can I tell you what I have understood? Ma'am, like
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
written
sure.
put in heading in the center.
Okay.
Ma'am, like you have written put the heading in the center means the change that you have made last in the file or the viewer has to make in the file.
The changes that you
Ma'am, like
have
it's
made.
a comment. Ma'am, like it's a comment
Yeah.
what you made
You
the
can,
last change in
yeah,
the file.
absolutely. You can understand it as a comment that you want to put just right after your file, right? Like what exactly is there inside your file or what changes you have committed. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so are you done till here? Like, have you pushed the code in your repository?
Ma'am, actually I'm writing it currently. Ma'am, I'll do it tonight. Ma'am, I have to make an account, so that's fine.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'll do it tonight.
Okay, great. Okay, so I guess till now the time is also just about to. Okay, so I hope, is there anyone else who was actually working with me? Um, okay, I guess no one is responding. It's okay. Okay, so from my side, this is it. What we were about to cover. Okay, so can anyone tell me who was working with me? Like, who was parallelly working with me? And who was on his system? Like, anyone. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Okay, so this is it for today. Okay, Sarthak, login. Okay, in your GitHub account. I'm assuming in your GitHub login. Or what? Okay, I think, are you working for the first time? Okay. I can understand because when I also was working for the first time, it happened with me too. Okay, but it's okay. We will be uploading this video on our YouTube channel too, so you can just continue with this. Okay.
Ma'am, can you upload the previous lecture also?
Yeah, it is already there. You can just check it out on our YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so this is it for today, guys. And I really want to appreciate Sarthak. Like, he has been responding since the beginning. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can type in the chat box. Like, if you have any doubt, we can try to resolve it here only. Okay, I guess this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much, and I really want to thank Sarthak for being so responsive. Okay, Utsav, you are okay. Okay, we will be sharing on the group. Okay, so stay tuned with me for tomorrow also, because tomorrow we will be covering branching. And actually, branching is very, very interesting. You will love it. But I would suggest you to be ready with your GitHub account opened and your Git Bash set up completely. Okay, so this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love to see you tomorrow also, because it's going to be super amazing, because we will be creating our first pull request. and and obviously, and again, I would like to remind you one more thing, that you can earn a t-shirt by just creating 4 pull requests, and obviously getting something for free is obviously amazing. And still you are having like half month, so if you will be able to, learn how to create your pull request, it would be great. Like, you can really earn a t-shirt, it would be definitely great. Okay, so if anyone has any doubt, you can just type in the chat box, or otherwise we are just going to stop our today's session here. I think everything is sorted now, and if you have any doubt, tomorrow we will be keeping a doubt session also.
Okay, guys. So if you don't have any doubts, you can leave. Yes,
Okay,
I think.
thank you
खत्म हो
everyone,
गया.
have a nice day.
गए सारे के सारे.